Come with me on a journey of ham radio discovery. With coffee in hand, you may find yourself on any given Sunday going to the Dollar Tree, for instance, and you may be looking for amateur radio gear. Right off the bat, head over to the cooking aisle. Check out the shades, but the cooking aisle holds many treasures, like this baking sheet, great for a mag mount for a VHF, UHF antenna, or those thick plastic cutting boards. Those are great for mounting all kinds of projects too. There were none here today, but if you find those, get those. Also, this kind of skillet cover, like if you're frying up some tacos, that's a good option as well. You can use that for antennas. Cheap Tupperware is another good one. This is an example of one that I would look at. It's got those little active clasps that you can kind of close down on a project. Cheap, but it may work. And of course, cheap first aid. This is a good time to check for your expiration on Band-Aids. These curated ones are pretty good. And of course, we're all getting to that age where some pain reliever is good. Aleve works pretty well. If you don't have one, these steering wheel trays, not bad for actually logging if you're doing a Parks on the Air activation. These are really cheap too. If you don't have one, absolutely think about getting one. In a pinch, Dollar Tree zip ties, okay, but not UV rated, so just keep that in mind. The real reason I was here though is floral wire. 100 feet, 26 gauge, floral wire. You can use this for all kinds of little antenna things. Not great, but good to have in a pinch. And with field day coming up, glow sticks, good markers. And as always, if you get real crazy, buy, a dozen balloons and put up an antenna. But we're off to the next location. I've mentioned them in the past, but there's Lahara Brewing on the right, and it's right across from my local Lowe's. Lowe's feels like it's changed a lot. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, it's a big box home improvement store. Used to come here for wire, and we'll see what the state of things are. But when did Lowe's start just hawking all kinds of food and stuff? I even saw almost half an aisle that was just devoted to clothes. It was like I was in a Target or something, largely Carhartt. But IQ Sense, does anybody have these? Are these good for monitoring your meats when you're smoking? Never mind that, we got to go check out tools. So here is the tool aisle. I do like these Klein tool sets. I've talked about them in the past. A lot of them are more like towards the professional electrician area, so not always great for amateur radio, but the other thing, utility knives, these Lennox ones are really good blades and goes nicely with the Klein tools as well. Obviously, I'm more of a Milwaukee guy, but that Klein tool looked pretty good. Now, keep this in mind for when we go to the next store. That's $42-something for 400 lumens. I don't know. And Dremel. Yeah, this is another good thing for amateur radio operators. I've used these a ton, usually for project boxes and all alike. And yep, pack-out boxes are a big thing. You can make a radio kit, but keep those in mind for when we go to the next place as well, because costs are interesting, and there seems to be a lot of competition in the space. Now, this saddened me. Going through the hardware aisle, I noticed a distinct lack of brass things, whether it's like a naval pulley, like one pole pulley, or brass clips, things that were more corrosion resistant. It seems like they're gone. But yep, gear ties are there, so also value added in a pinch. Now tell me about super glue. There was 20 different glue containers, mostly Gorilla, and the costs pretty expensive. But yeah, there's so many different options out here, and we're going to a store that you can get a lot of glue for real cheap, and that's what I swear by. The biggest value, though, I think, is these totes, particularly this 5-gallon one on the left for about $8. I put a ton of my stuff in there, and they work great. You remember when these cost like $50? Now it's $109. I didn't expect that. That was surprising, but yeah. Not so great in the space of shelving. It seems like prices are gone up across the board. In the electrician's aisle, or electrical tools aisle, all the good stuff was locked up tight. This Klein Tools multimeter for $35 ain't bad. I like this little small precision 4-in-1 screwdriver for, I don't know, $9 or so. And for strippers, everybody needs a good set of strippers. These Cobalt strippers had this cool little rotator for the different gauge of wire. And that's something we'll see later as well. And remember the cost there. $10.98 for 100 zip ties. They are UV rated, which is good, but yeah, that's kind of expensive. Look at the state of the wire here. Man. So everything's pretty much solid core, or a lot of solid core, and this is for home electronics, but the smallest I could find was like 20 gauge, and that's really not going to help for amateur radio. I was actually coming here for Litz wire, which I expected they wouldn't have, but yeah, not really the place for wire anymore, guys. You're better off online. And that's Lowe's. Not great, but yeah, we got a couple more stops to make, and the next one I think is way, way better. So a hop, skip, and a jump, literally, it's like the next exit away from the Lowe's in Southern California off of Valley View, is, I think, ooh, look at that, an In-N-Out in the same parking lot as Harbor Freight Tools. Harbor Freight Tools has a lot of fun things for amateur radio operators. I really like using the app, and what I'll do with the app is I'll go in and find the coupons, I'll add them to my list, and then I know exactly which aisle everything is in, and I can go and find exactly what I'm looking for. The app makes things really, really easy. Best value, though, if you don't own one, $20 heat gun. That Warrior heat gun is great. I'm not invested in the Harbor Freight batteries, but yeah, that $19 gun is what you want. But here you go. $2 for a multi-pack of glue. That is a great value, and I love the small little glue tubes because, yeah, who cares? If one dries out, no big deal. The other ones are fully sealed. You won't lose it, and that'll save you a ton of money in just waste alone. The gloves here are cheap. The Hardy ones are good, cut-resistant gloves. I like them. Utility knife, sure, cheap, $10. Oh, it's okay. I still like the Milwaukee better. Probably go with the Klein first, but it's definitely cheap. Shout out to the Icon 1000 lumen shop light. I've grabbed this thing multiple, even the 2100 that's next to it. Both really, really good lights. I use them in the shack. Really helpful for snaking wires around and whatnot. And the meme tool. You guys have a meme tool? I buy like 5 or 6 of these every year for the HRCC campout, and I give them out when we do our raffle. They're great. Really, really cool. What I don't often look to Harbor Freight for is solar panels, though. Anybody have any experience with these solar panels? They're priced about the same or similar to those on Amazon. I know they're kind of rebadged Chinese brands, but curious nonetheless. Oof, AGM batteries. Let's change that up a little bit, Harbor Freight. But yeah. Now, comparing, contrasting the Craftsman pack-out boxes, they have Bauer boxes at Harbor Freight. They're relatively the same price, but I think the Bauer ones, at least on the rolling one, is a little bit bigger. Actually, it's more expensive too, at $65. But I use this for all the field days, that pack-out set, and they work great. Here's the actual item I was coming for, though. Doyle brand electrician shears with those beefy handles for cutting through wires. That's what I was coming out here for today. And the multimeter on sale, that whole gap there that's empty, that's what I was looking for, and they were sold out, so bummer on that one. And $4 for this Pittsburgh wire stripper. And look, it's got that little gauge adjuster for the stripping that you're going to do. I mentioned the Craftsman Light before. Well, here's the Icon version, 800 lumen. Looks almost the same, is the same price pretty much, and they advertise more lumens. Is it real? I don't know. You guys tell me. If you're not already, the Doyle brand at Harbor Freight is actually really, really good for small tasks, and the Icon brand is a step up from there. But yeah, look at these 5-inch cutters, the one that's next to them that are like nickel coated. Really, really nice. And I think they were cheap. They were like $5 or so for side cutters. Is great. Under safety, ham radio operators all got to have a fluorescent vest, and they got you covered there. Along with that, though, what I was here for was these red and white reflective stickers. $6 for a pack of 10. I'm going to put a couple on my box for my field day stuff, and yeah, seemed like a good deal. Predator portable power stations. Anybody you guys have experience with these too? I'm curious. Don't know anything about them. And yeah, the desktop US General mini toolbox. I got a lot of tools in there as well. I thought my day was over, but no. I had to go drop something off at the mother-in-law's house, and by her house is a Goodwill. You gotta check Goodwill. It's like winning the lottery if there's a radio or cool electronics piece, but woof, this Goodwill. The electronics section was really sad. You can see here, this is just slim pickings. You got to check, though, right? You got to check, but man, what a nightmare. With a little bit of time left over, 81 degrees in Southern California in mid-January is crazy. But I stopped by this, what is it, like an Amazon return box place. They've got these troughs, I don't know what else to call them, where they just throw Amazon returns, and people just rip them up and pour through it and find items, and they pay by weight in some cases or by box. It's just a free-for-all. If you guys ever been to any of these, Can't imagine you're going to find radio stuff in here, but I'm wondering if you have ever found anything cool at one of a place like these. Like maybe these drink toppers for your straw? I don't know. But yeah, that's how I ended my day. I can't say that I got a lot. I can't say I found huge deals, but I definitely found some cool items that you guys might be interested in. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. 73.